Well, Premier, today you conducted an oversight here at Letaba Hospital. Talk to us about what you have experienced throughout the whole day.
If you remember, we were here on the 7th of April because we are concerned about the delay in terms of the completion of the renal unit. The one in Chirizini in Vembe, we can report positive news that anytime we can be starting the process of admitting our patients. However, in Letaba, even what we discover today, we're still not satisfied. We are not satisfied because the report that we receive is that you would remember one had given a deadline to the contractor that by the 15th of April he must report on site. I'm told he was here on the 14th of April. He did the measurement. He has made some commitment, but one is still not satisfied when you look at the slow progress. I've been reassured by the team that by the end of July, this project shall have been completed, and we would be able to hand it over to the people of Mopani district. All those patients who are waiting for dialysis will be able to access dialysis in this facility. Failure of which the message is very clear, because PFMA would not allow me and the MEC to act on the contractor. Those that we have appointed to act on the contractor will be expected to act on the contract, which is simple means they must terminate the contract. If they don't terminate the contract, they're simple asking me and the MEC to terminate them so that we can appoint those who will be able to terminate the contract, because we cannot continue. We cannot continue. Unfortunately, innocent lives continue to get lost because somebody who has been given an opportunity to work in the Department of Health, to get a job in government, jobs that many people out there are unemployed, they are dying, looking for, they would really appreciate. So we are not going to tolerate that. I've already made a commitment to the management to say I'm prepared to go to CCMA personally for any of those who would have been terminated because they didn't complete renal unit. I'm also prepared to go to court if a contractor will be taking any of our employees who would have terminated the contract. I'm prepared to go to court with the MEC, of course, to make sure that we defend those innocent people who are out there, people who voted for us because they wanted services. Yesterday, we were celebrating Freedom Day. What is freedom when you can't access health care because of the size of your pocket, but you are continuously voting for government that you can trust? We're not going to be begging anybody. This one we're very clear. But of course, I must also indicate on a very sad note that while being here, visiting the hospital, doing an oversight, our people will remember that it was 5 days ago where this hospital, there was a celebration where a 33-year-old mother was blessed with triplets. And all of us were happy to receive those triplets. And the MEC even came here to join the mother in congratulating her and her family for being able to be blessed with the triplets. But what we want to share with the public, because as a premier, I can't just come to the hospital and do not demand the report as to what could have transpired, why we are in this situation where 2 of the triplets we have already lost their lives. May their souls rest in peace. One could not have left the hospital without receiving that full report. And from the report that I have received, firstly, we want to bring to the public confidence to understand the risk that goes with multiple pregnancy. Multiple pregnancy in their own nature becomes a risk. That is why we keep on emphasizing that as a woman, when you missed your period, you must make sure that you do consult your clinic where they will do a test. Even this 33-year-old mother, that she went to the clinic immediately when they diagnosed her as multiple pregnancy. They did not waste time. Zumeri midwife refer her to Kensani Hospital. Even Kensani Hospital, because the mother on her own, without even the multiple pregnancy, had her own conditions which put her to be a high risk mother. Hence, she was referred to Letaba Hospital because of other conditions that the mother does have, which we will continue to protect and not share with you as the public. Unfortunately, when the mother having been in labor before 38 or even some, because they go up to 40 weeks, this mother unfortunately was in labor at 34 weeks, which can tell you that these are premature babies, and which is another risk involved with multiple pregnancy. They tend to deliver prematurely, and unfortunately this case was also similar. Our gynecologist acted swiftly. They took her to theater and they delivered the triplets. And after delivering the triplets, we were all happy, as I've already indicated, that we are blessed with triplets. Unfortunately, one of the other risks of multiple pregnancy being a premature, it's also congenital abnormalities that are also in there as a result of prematurity. And also some of the organs, you will realize they might not have fully developed. In this case, there is also an issue of a cardiac, I think congenital abnormalities, which we also would not go into details. Unfortunately, that is the reason why we have lost our two babies that we do love so much. We have now referred the mother and the surviving triplet to Mankweng Hospital, where she's receiving a care. But otherwise, the mother has been receiving psychological counseling from day one, and we will continue to support them. Today, this afternoon, around 16 hours, there will be a bearing or laying to rest our two little ones. We have requested the CEO and also the district manager, together with other department officials, to support the family during this difficult time. And we are also appealing to the public to say, what I see you writing on social media, you might think that you are expressing your feelings following up this tragedy. But at the same time, remember, there is a mother who has lost two babies. There are family members who have lost their little ones. So let's be sensitive and treat this matter with the sensitivity it deserves, and be able to be there to pray both for the little one that is surviving, and to pray for strength on the mother, and to pray for the entire family, so that they can be able to find closure, so that they can be able to find strength. The mother still needs to be there for this surviving triplet. the mother still need to be there to provide guidance to even her other children, because she's not a prime up. She's got other babies. She needs to be there for other babies. So when she reads what we are writing on social media, you might think you are snubbing the Department of Health or the Limpopo provincial government or the CEO, the MEC, or the doctors or the nurses. But whatever you write there, words can be very destructive. And unfortunately, once you say something, once you write something, even if you delete, as long as you have written or you have expressed those words and they have gone to somebody else, to retract them, it becomes impossible. So let's focus on building each other. We are a province of people who love each other. So I have seen some of these comments. I'm not happy about them, and I'm just saying this is a difficult time. Let's treat this matter with the sensitivity it deserves. Our clinicians have gone through the work that they've done. They've done great. There was no delay in referral. There was no delay in the management, in the delivery here. There was not, but some of the issues, we leave them in the hands of God. If it is God who decided that she must carry triplets, it's God who unfortunately allowed them to be delivered at a gestational age of 34 weeks. We would have prayed otherwise. Again, it's still God who allows the two and recall them to say, no, I am taking them back. There is nobody who is involved in what God decides. He's got his own plans. And ours is just to pray for the mother. Ours is to pray for the clinicians. I was with some of the doctors who cared about them. They are literally crying. They are literally sobbing to show that they've lost part of them. Now you are out there, you are mocking what has happened, while these doctors who still need to go and take care of other patients, the words that you are writing, you are saying, are the words that is going to destroy them to an extent that some of them might even leave this profession. And when you lose a medical doctor with such skills, let me tell you, to recover that, it's going to be very difficult. That is why I'm calling all of you to say all we can do is to support the team. They have done their best. I have gone through, I was not alone. I was with the DDG, who is a medical specialist in her own, Dr. Ribakwa. She knows, she has been able to assess even this file. Maybe you will say, I'm a politician, I am not a clinician. But Dr. Ribakwane is a family physician. She's a specialist. She can assess, and we have other gynecologists, we have other pediatricians who assess the care and have been able to reassure me. So I'm saying to you, let's be there for the family instead of for our own selfish reasons to be saying what we are saying. May the beautiful soul of our innocent babies rest in peace. I thank you even if it is in the difficult time.